Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel, and this is the first video of the tutorial series on building a file converter in C++. In the end of this series, we will be able to have a command line file converter, and we might probably add some GUI to this project. So we will have a file converter that will be able to convert images, videos, and audios to different formats. So let's get started. Before we get started, I need to tell you why we are using C++ for this file conversion project. Firstly, C++ is a high-performance programming language. We can build many complicated apps in C++ and they will run smoothly and very fast. C++ it has a vast ecosystem of libraries with powerful functionalities. So C++ supports many libraries like these two that we are going to use, FFmpeg and OpenCV. The other reason is the portability and flexibility. C++ is compatible with many operating systems, and it offers many high-end and low-end programming functions, so it gives us the option to choose what we want to use. Finally, C++ is one of the programming languages used most in industry, so it is beneficial for you to learn how to make a file conversion project in C++ and even learn C++ as a programming language. So let's get started. For this tutorial, we are going to use Visual Studio Code. For the first thing you need to do to start the project is to go under File and Open Folder. Next, you're going to choose the folder where you want to save the project. And here we go. So firstly, we need to build our file system. So firstly, let's start with classes. So C++ offers the opportunity for us to create classes files, so many functions we can create inside of this folder. Then we need to create another folder, which is going to be called input_file. So this is going to be the folder where the user will input or put the images or files they want to convert, and then the program will take the files from here and convert them. And of course, we need to have a output file. So after the program has converted the file, here it is going to save it. Finally, we are going to create main.cpp file. CPP for C++. And let's start coding. So first thing we want to include are the libraries, and the libraries we want to include is IOStream, we are also going to use the namespace std, so we don't have to write it that many times. And let's declare the main function. So what we need to do is have something that is going to convert files. So let's build a function that is going to do this. So void converter. So when we firstly go to the converter, we will need a string and file type. So we need to see out what file do you want to convert, and let's say or audio. So firstly, we need to ask the user what kind of file they want to convert. I'm wrong here. Then we will see in the file type. So when the function converter runs, we will ask the user that what file they want to convert, which is going to be image, video, or audio file, and then we are going to get the file that one of these three that they are going to convert. Now let's start a if-else function. So if file type equals, so let's say image, then we need something. Okay, so once this happens, we want something to happen, so let's print out we are going, or the image was converted. Now let's go with a if else or else if. File type now equals to a video. Now in this case we are, so in this case the video was converted. Now let's make another else if function, but this time we are going to check it if it is an audio and say that the audio was converted. Now we are also going to check for else. If it is none of these, then we are going to see out that we do not support this file type. So this is a simple function which is going to ask the user what file type they want to convert, and then it's going to check, and according to the file type they have inputted, it is going to see out something particular. So let's call this function in the main. So converter. And let's build this up. So to build this, we should go to terminal, new terminal, and then run g++ o, and then main.cpp. So we have a problem. Okay, let's do this again. You need to save this so it can work. So now that the app is built, if we click it, we cannot open it. If we click here, open anyway, we cannot run it. So the way to run it is by typing / and main. So now it runs the main function, which prompts to the converter. And the converter is declaring the string file type and now asking what file do we want to convert. And now we should input the files. So if I input image, it will say that the image was converted. So let's run it again and let's try video. The video was converted. Now we are going to, in reality, later we are going to change this, so it should have a function here. So when it is image, it should ask for the image we want to convert, and then what format, and so on with the video and audio. But for the first video, we are just going to build the base structure. So after we have done the converter, we need to ask the user if they want to convert another file. So let's create a string response. And we're going to see out. Do you want to convert another file? And let's say that y is yes. And we are going to see in the response. Now let's build a while function which is going to run the converter. So while response equals to y. Let's make it a char because we don't need it. We only need it to be a capital Y or just a Y. So let's make it like this. So if response is equal to Y, or response equals to lowercase y, we're going to run this converter. So firstly we run the converter. After the function is finished, we are going to ask the user that if they want to convert another file, and if their response is yes, then we are going to run this again. So let's build this app again. New terminal, G++ and the rest /main. So what file do you want to convert? An image, video, or audio? Let's say audio. So the audio was converted. Do you want to convert another file? So let's say yes. What file do you want to convert? Video. So if we see that we have a new problem, after it says that the video was created, it runs again that what file do you want to convert? But we simply don't want that. We want it to see again, do you want to convert another file? So let's fix it. Now the easiest way to fix it is to ask again. So we can copy this part and paste it. So after the converter runs again, we're going to ask again and seeing the response, and the while function will check if the response is y or not, and if it is not, it is going to return to 0. A problem we had is that after it would say that, for example, the audio was converted and do you want to convert another file, these two sentences were mixed together, so we don't want that. We can /n before this, so it starts in a new paragraph. So let's build this up. So what file do you want to convert? I want to convert an image, and the image was converted. Do you want to convert another file? So let's say yes. What file do you want to convert? But this time I want to convert a video. The video was converted. Do you want to convert another file? And let's say no for this time, and the program returns to 0. So what I don't want to change now is that after I ask, do you want to convert another file, I want the screen to be, the command line to be cleared. So it will go again, what file do you want to convert, but what I have converted before won't be visible. To do that, I simply need to fix the while. So after the while function starts, I need to use the system clear. Now for Linux it is system clear, but in Windows it is system and CLC. But we are going to fix it later. So let's see. So what file do you want to convert? An image. Do you want to convert another file? Yes. So we see that the command line is cleared and we start from the first line. So what file do you want to convert? So to fix this, so this program will be able to run in Windows and in Unix-like systems, we need to define something up here. So let's start with if define. Let's go here actually. If define, and we are going to check if it is Windows 32. Let's hashtag and if, so it will work. Okay. Now if we check that it is Windows 32, then we are going to define a new variable which we can call system underscore clear, or let's make it capital. And we want it to be equal to CLC. So in Windows, the system clear is through the CLC command. Now else, we are going to define the system clear to clear. So this is for Unix-like or operating systems like Linux and macOS. And we are going to end it then. So now we are going to get this system clear, and we are going to put it inside of here. So now we don't have something. The program firstly will check the operating system, and then according to the operating system it is going to do this. So let's go to do it. Let's build this program and let's run it. So image, and if I say yes, file was converted. Now the new problem we can come across of is this. So firstly, when it asks what file we want to convert, an image, video and audio, and let's say I type image, but I started it with a capital I. Let's see if it is going to understand it. So it is going to think that it is not this, but it is something that we do not support. Well, we could think to include every single way or every single capital thing here. So like start file or file type starting with an I and then an M, but that wouldn't be ethical. So instead we want to do something else. So after we get the file type for the user, we want to convert it to a lowercase. So to do that, one way is to include a library. A library called in C++ that is called cc type. So through this, we are going to turn the file type to lowercase. So after we get the file type, we are going to type the function for char pointer. Okay, no. C in every. So we are going to check every character of the string file type, and we need to convert it to lower. So C equals to lower, as we see here, and C. So we are converting every character of the file type to lowercase. So now if we save this and go to terminal, build the program and then run it, if I type image, it is going to understand that I'm still talking about the image, because even though I typed it with capital I, it is converted to a lowercase I, and the program then understands that I'm talking about an image, and it will say the image was converted, and then we'll continue with the rest of the code. Do you want to convert another file? Which I don't want. So this is it for this video. In other videos, we are going to explain how the other functions, which will be able to convert images and then videos and then audios, and then implement all of them inside of the main.cpp. And the way we are going to do that is through the classes folder. So this is for this video. If you enjoyed, like and subscribe, comment your suggestions and your problems if you had any problem with the code. So see you next time.